In fact, the Bangladesh President's office has now confirmed the parliament has been dissolved. Khaleda Zia has been released and the protesters are also being released. That's the update coming in. We have Muqtadir Rashid, who's joining us live. He's joining us live from Bangladesh to get us a better sense of what's the situation on ground. This is on expected lines. But also, Rashid, tell us what is expected next, because the president has now confirmed the parliament has been dissolved. Sheikh Hasina's rival Khaleda Zia has been released and the protesters are also now being released. Does this mean that the situation could be bettered, or this was one of the main demands of the protesters? What's happening there?
No. There's lots of tension here. The security situation in the country is totally collapsed right at the moment. And as you know, that the police service has been completely shattered by the protesters, and most of the police station. So far, more than 400 police stations out of 650 are already been attacked or demolished by the protester or the any miscreants, and many police officers were either killed or injured. Apart from this, the overall security system has been collapsed across the country, despite military patrolling different strategic points. We have learned that the police officials have chosen their new leader as a spokesperson or focal point, is a senior most officer, as the whereabouts of the police chief and other senior official are still unconfirmed since they fled the police headquarters by a helicopter. So we are still looking for some information from the police. The police are saying they are trying to resettle everything and they try to solve the crisis, because if they're sitting idle, then the law and order situation will be absolutely destroyed in the country. And we have seen many opposition BNP leaders are chanting slogan on the street. And we didn't find any protest from opposition, Awami League and their supporters. In the meantime, we have learned that one of the state minister who is in charge of information, he was caught while he was fleeing the country. Border security force tightened their security across the border so that nobody can flee the country. In the meantime, we have learned most of the jail is in vulnerable condition. At least 2 jail under serious tension, and in fact, army commandos were deployed at Kashimpur high security prison. And also they were deployed at Kiraniganj, the biggest prison in South Asia. So it's from IG prisons who are in charge of all 68 prison across the country. He said all the jails are vulnerable because many of the jail are currently, most of the jail were hosting different kind of, protesters, opposition activists, and somewhat hardcore criminals. So apart from this, there is a challenge that lots of arms and ammunition has been looted by the miscreant. Especially the witnesses said those are looted by some, the youngsters or the goons, and we don't know when or whether the army will launch any operation in search of those missing weapons, as we have seen the police already in troubling situation, and we are the Bangladeshi people are currently they're saving their own lives as the security situation has been collapsed, as police are not working on the street, or they are not in the police station.
Okay. In fact, we also saw reports earlier today of police stations also being set ablaze. So, Rashid, that is extremely concerning. You spoke about how the security personnel are not there. What is the situation of the minorities as well? We understand several Hindus have also come under attack. There are residents who are being targeted. So this has escalated from what was once a students' protest to a civil unrest across the country, and now turning into a targeted attack. Several political leaders in their houses have also been set ablaze.
Well, I spoke to one of the prominent Hindu Mahajot leader. He told me that the very few number of family temples were attacked, and many temples or family temples were attacked, which related to Awami League leaders or those who are connected with the Awami League politics. And he said that many misinformation are being transmitted on the social media and other places, which are actually creating huge buzz on the political discourse. He said the Govinda Chandra Pramanik. He told us that it was a revolution against a dictator. So it's not related to any attack or communal attack or attack on minorities. So if there is any case, he said they are looking for, because he said many madrasa students are protecting them, and many students, even from the general school and college, they are trying to protect those
yes, there are instances where people of all communities are protecting these religious institutions, but more importantly, there are also other occasions where this protest has turned into an opportunity to attack these religious institutions. Rashid, thank you for joining us with those details. The situation in Bangladesh remains a cause of concern. Complete mobocracy that we are seeing taking over the country as Sheikh Hasina camps in India. Times Now senior executive editor Madhavdas Gopalakrishnan spoke to Sajib Zaid, the son of Sheikh Hasina, who sheds more light on Sheikh Hasina's next move and what he witnessed in Bangladesh firsthand over the last 48 hours.
Yes, I have spoken to her. I spoke to her earlier today. She is safe. She's obviously in India. And thanks to your government. What can I say? She is very, very disappointed. She has worked so hard to turn the country around from what used to be a failing country, a corrupt country, a country of violence, and she has turned it into a middle-income state. It was considered a nation tiger. Last few elections, we have won by a landslide, and all our opinion polls showed we would win by a landslide. So we have popular support. Unfortunately, this is the minority, the vocal minority that has been using the student movement as an excuse to overthrow the government, and finally they've succeeded.
Right. Sajib, as a joy, let me also ask you, at the moment, we are seeing a situation where there is a all-party government that is expected to come into power. You've also been told that we saw the formal announcement by the army chief that he would be sort of taking control of the situation there. Are there any real fears, A, when you look at the military taking over and the possibility of radical elements also getting a stake in the power there in Bangladesh?
Yes, I don't think the military wants to take over. I don't think the military wants to stay in power. The Bangladesh military is much more professional now. But the main concern is the radical element. What they're trying to do now, the country's in a state of anarchy, but more importantly, BNP Jamaat are hunting down all our party activists and leaders. And so what they want is, even if when there are elections, that the Awami League is crippled or cannot participate. And if that is because Awami League remains the largest party, Awami League remains popular. And so in a free and fair election, I think the Awami League would win again, and that is what they want to prevent. And if that happens, if the Awami League is somehow blocked from participating, or crippled from participating, then of course Jamaat BNP will come to power, in which case, Bangladesh will become radicalized again. And there will no doubt be attacks on minorities. In fact, attacks have already started on minorities in Bangladesh.
Right, that really, of course, is a huge concern over here. What are you hearing as far as these attacks? Is it limited to certain pockets? Are there places of worship? Is it something that's happening at large? What is the information that you have on this aspect, Joy?
No, so far it has been nationwide. A lot of infrastructure has been attacked. A lot of homes, mostly people's homes, have been attacked. Of course, a lot of our party leaders' homes have been attacked. Parliament has been ransacked. Factories, you name it. Anything associated with the Awami League or minorities has been attacked so far.